now we're talking to Ann Fleming for womendrivers.com. How are you, Ann?
Hey, I'm great, Javier. Thanks for having me on your program.
Thank you very much. And we just saw your release of a 2014 report on car buying habits for women. So, and very interesting, because we always hear that women are the persons who really decide what cars to buy in the family, right?
Well, absolutely. And if we just look at the car buying power of women, I mean, last year, according to two reports, women purchased over 27 million cars. 27 million cars at car dealerships alone. And if you look at that, that's over 75,000 units a day. So there's an awful lot of women out there in the United States buying cars. So she's got an awful lot of purchasing power, and car dealerships are paying attention.
Yeah, and not only paying attention in terms of what products are they gonna present to women, but also how they treat women at the dealership, right? Because that has been an issue at some point.
Well, you know what? It's all about the treatment of women, and you know, it's really a new day, and that's what our car buying report is certainly all about. You know, in the past, women have certainly felt underserved, you know, by car dealerships and by the industry. But the report and what we're showing is that, on the whole, women are having very, very positive experiences. What we measure on our website is WSI, Women's Satisfaction Index. And women are having very, very positive experiences through and through when shopping, when buying, and when servicing her car at car dealerships in the United States.
So what are the top, let's say, top 5 brands that women are feeling more comfortable with, both the product, the service, and all the other related issues with their cars?
Well, you know, surprisingly, certainly the luxury brands are performing very, very well. But when we look at buying, some of the top brands would be Dodge, Mitsubishi, Jeep, Chrysler, Lexus. I mean, some of the top brands are showing that it's not just the luxury brands that are performing very, very well. Some of the core brands, when women go into a dealership, she's having extraordinary experiences at some of these, at some of the, you know, brands, and they're not just the luxury brands, which bodes very, very favorably. Because the other thing that we showcase and that women should tell us is that when she goes into a dealership, women typically go into 2 dealerships before she buys her car. If she leaves a vehicle and she doesn't buy, 3/4 of the time she will not return to that dealership. So it's really important that dealers get it right the first time. And some of those brands that I just mentioned are doing a really great job to get it right the first time.
Yeah, and another interesting finding in your report is that women go to the dealerships by themselves only like 45%. And why is that?
Well, I think it shows that women are more comfortable going to the dealership by themselves. You know, it used to be that many women went to the dealership with someone else, but, you know, today 4 in 10 women are going to the dealerships by themselves, meaning that 6 in 10 are still taking someone with them when they go to buy a car. So when they actually go to buy a car, 6 out of 10 women are still bringing someone with them when they're going to negotiate a car. They still want someone with them, either, you know, to make sure, or just to make sure that you know, that they're negotiating you know, the deal correctly, and maybe just for you know, for comfort purposes.
Yeah, and the other part of the equation here with dealing with the dealerships is like the top reasons for women don't go back to the service department, not satisfied with the last visit, didn't like how they were treated, inability to get their issue resolved, and the cost of the service. I mean, these are pretty strong reasons for not doing business with the dealerships, right?
I don't think that's surprising at all. I don't think that's surprising. I mean, it's women. The top 3 reasons are basically all about she's not satisfied with some level of service. So dealers, it's really imperative that they have a strong person with very excellent listening skills in the service lanes. That's really where retention is imperative for dealerships. It's in the service lane, and if there's something that goes awry, whether she's not satisfied with the issue getting resolved, she will not go back to that dealership. She'll go to another dealership, or she'll end up Javier going to Pep Boys or Sears or to another retailer. So it's very important for dealerships to get somebody that service advisor really has to listen not just to what she says, but what she's not saying. Because if something goes awry and she leaves and she's not happy, she will not return.
Very, very interesting. Anne Fleming for womandrivers.com. Thank you very much for your time, and we're going to post a report. Obviously, the website is open to the public, right? That's where they can visit and find more information about your tips and everything for women.
Absolutely, and the website is really open for women to write reviews about their experience and at car dealers, and it's an opportunity for car dealers to showcase that they're women friendly.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Anna. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.